I think the lake view is slightly better from here. This is our marketing office at Claremont side, where you'll also have the model flats. This has taken a decent shape now. Relax. So this is gonna have hotels. It's gonna have office space, retail. They will be stocked on the 13th floor, and from the 14th floor they won't be there. So this will become a separate wing, and this will become a separate wing. These will not be interconnected. So even these flats are going to have very good ventilation. The same thing replicates to Tower 4 as well. So this will be 10 flats per floor. Hi everyone, very good morning, and this is your Vivek from Dreamers Life. I hope you all are doing great, and today's video is regarding our project Prestige Clairemont. I would like to thank everyone who have purchased the flat in our project. We got an amazing response. We sold 45% of the total inventory even before the excavation work got completed. So thank you so much, and we look forward to get this continuous support from you all. Through this particular video, I just thought I would reach out to more customers and give a few basic details about this particular project and the location, how it's going to develop, so that I can reach out to more and more customers in the international markets as well. So I request you to continue following this particular channel so that you guys get constant updates on the construction, and at the same time I keep you posted on the projects which are getting launched. Of course, I can talk about these projects only once we get the RERA approvals. So let's go ahead and understand details about the current project where we have got the approvals recently, and that is Prestige Clairemont at Neopolis site. Okay, so before we start our today's video, which talks about the basics of the project, I just thought I'll quickly show you what's happening with reference to the progress of roads at the site. See, the roads are looking massive. The property is taking good shape. As I had said in the earlier video, mostly by October, all these roads will be fully operational and nicely done. You can see how massive this interjunction looks. So this is the movie towers. These are the roads which are getting developed. Now this is the road leading to the residential plots where Salapriya, Satwa, My Home, Prestige, Rajpushpa will have their projects. So this road is still under construction. I just wanted to show you how massive they are. And as I always say, the basic foundation for any location to develop, the roads play a very important role. So all these are like 150 feet road. I think Satwa, their office is now taken a decent shape, and they should be doing the opening very soon. Now this particular stretch is completed. However, these roads leading to the residential plots where Prestige My Home, all this is blocked because of this work which has been pending, and once this is completed, this road will connect. Let's go back to the alternate route which is available for now, which, as I had mentioned earlier, we would be taking a few more days to reach our site. Okay, now I have come back towards the interjunction, the Neopolis interjunction. Okay, if I go straight again, I will be going back towards the service road which is coming from Kokapet, exit number 1. Okay, now on my left you can see the movie towers. Okay, now this is the alternate route which I had told you in my last video that we have to take, because this road on my left, this one is under construction. This was the one which was leading to Satwa, but currently it is under construction, so we will be taking this alternate route which is next to the same road. Now let's come back to this location. Why I have been telling that you should invest in this location. I have met customers during these last couple of days who had questions about the recession, about the number of apartments coming up in this location. This location, would it impact this property? Would it appreciate? See, this particular property, it has its own unique selling points. Anything which is unique would always attract a premium. And what are those unique points? Now, with reference to this particular location, as I had said, this is basically an SEZ land and this is an extension of financial district. So for all the NRI customers who want to look for a location where property would appreciate and they can come back and settle in Hyderabad, they would have a good lifestyle, secure location, I would say you can't get a better option than this. Now, why I say that is because, see, and I say financial district or I say high-tech city, those locations, I don't have to tell you how they have developed last couple of years. The kind of infrastructure they have, the kind of connectivity they have, the kind of offices they have, all that would come in this location as well, because the lands are already allocated to all these SEZs, different companies here. You are going to have the best of hotels, best of malls, best of retail outlets, companies. There is a long list, and as I had said in the past also, there are so many videos which talk about the number of companies which are coming here, where people have made good videos which talks about why they should look at the western part of Hyderabad as investment, and this is the most beautiful, and that's the reason they say this is like the next downtown of Hyderabad. You will have these wide roads which are the proof saying that they are giving them the privilege to build such kind of beautiful infrastructure. You can see these constructions which are going on. This is my home Nishada, who is also constructing at a very good pace. Now, when you are coming to our side, you just follow these direction boards which are here. These will give you easy access to our property, and you can't miss, or you can't go into any other direction. You will see these direction boards everywhere, wherever we are going. Like the one here. Now from here we'll take a right. Nishada is constructing at a very good pace. You can see these massive roads which are taking shape. Just follow the direction boards and you will come to our site. This is Prestige Clairemont.
You said you were running from me, but I'm in this trust story. Baby, don't be sorry for me. Gonna just prove this story.
This is our marketing office at Claremont side, where you will also have the model flats, and that is the excavation work going on. This has taken a decent shape now. I think the last stretch is where things are pending. Once that is done, this is the marketing office. I think the lake view is slightly better from here. These are the views that you will have. I'm still at the ground floor, and these are the roads which are taking shape for the property in Neopolis. That is Nishada at a far distance. A Amazing views. You don't see any tall structures, skyscrapers, and that's the lake on the left hand side. Okay, so before we get into understanding the basics of the project, okay, let's talk overall about the size of the project and the location as well. Few points which I would like to highlight. Now, first thing with reference to the project Prestige Clairemont. Now, this is being built in 7.56 acres. Okay, where you will have 4 towers all put together and 928 flats. Now these are going to be a combination of only 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom configurations, starting from 11 square feet going up to 4,000 SFT. You will have 2 towers over here which will be 38 floors and another 2 which will be 33 floors. Now these numbers are definitely different, but when you look at the towers from a far distance, you will feel both of them have the same height. Reason being, for 2 towers we have given a ceiling height of 11 feet, whereas for the other 2 we have maintained a ceiling height of 9.5 feet. Now basically the ones where we have a higher ceiling height are bigger configurations. And coming to the project, it is going to be delivered in 2026 in a single phase. The entire thing will be handed over in one go. So that was about the basics of the project. I will give an in-depth information on that with help of a presentation which will make sure it is easy for you to understand. And second thing about the location, as I'm still at the site. Okay, now with reference to this location, now when I was when we were in this launch selling these flats to customers who visited us for the first time, now they had few questions majorly. Like there were a decent percentage of customers who were NRIs who booked without even seeing the location. Now they had questions like, you know, we are getting to hear about this recession which might kick in again, which is happening everywhere. People are claiming that, you know, India might not have such a big impact, but see, eventually we like for US, for most of the there are a good number of organizations which are here. There are third-party companies who work as service providers, so definitely there will be an impact. To what extent, no one can predict. Only time would say. But I only had one thing to tell them. See, these things have happened in the past as well. But we have never seen any customer or any developer, unless he was in distress, had reduced his prices. We have never, like even during COVID or anything, there were multiple scenarios where the builders, like there were things in the multiple videos which were made saying that, you know, market would crash, everything would happen. See, what would happen when the market would crash? The developers who have an appetite, they will hold on to their inventory because they know what will be the impact at a later date if they reduce the price and sell off. They cannot execute the project. Now, what happened prior to recession in 2008? Do you see that the laborers started charging less? No, they started charging more. Do you think the prices for the cement were reduced? No. Do you see that the laborers who refused to work during COVID, post-COVID, they were charging less? No. Landlords who were selling land, do you think that they reduced the prices? No. Then how can a developer reduce price? He will hold on because he knows he can charge premium once everything settles. And what would happen once everything settles? Everyone, like people have, like there are a good number of people who, once they see their friends investing, they come back. So once the location or that particular segment, like a real estate or any industry, they see a demand, they will increase the prices. So during all these multiple phases that we have gone through in last 10 years, only thing I have observed is, let it be COVID, let it be recession, let it be Telangana allegation, like when the partition was going on. For some time, the bookings did reduce, but once that things started settling down, developers started charging a premium. The guys who took a risk and invested, they were able to make profits because they got it at a lesser price. So right now my only thing is, if you are looking, my point is, if you are looking at investing, don't think that you would get into losses by investing in real estate, or the investment will go wrong. See, all these guys who keep suggesting you, first of all, take suggestion from people who have made good money in real estate. People who have idea, who keep investing. Don't go with these videos which talk about recession. See, all these guys, have they made it big? I'm sorry, I no disrespect, they are talking out of experience. They might have come across people who have failed miserably, and hence they are making these videos. See, everyone tries to share their experience, but only thing that I'm trying to make, a point I'm trying to make over here is, it is not as bad as how it is portrayed in these videos. If you are investing with the right developer, if you are investing in a good location, you know that the location is going to appreciate. Your investment cannot go wrong. It will appreciate. It's just that you need to make sure you know what you are getting into. Don't invest with someone who does not have an appetite to build the property, and who is not a reputed developer, who is not bothered about his, there are many who are claiming to do very good, but do they have a appetite to construct? If they don't get the funds, is the first question you need to ask. Don't invest in the outskirts of Hyderabad. See, even today there are land parcels which are available in next to financial district. If you go and invest ahead of Moinabad, going towards Tandur, you want to buy lands in acres and keep it for farmhouse and all that is good. If you think the price will just appreciate, in fact these land rates have appreciated even in those areas compared to what they were 5 years ago. They have been doubled now. But these are all risky transactions. You have to check the legal aspects and all that. Here you don't have to worry about all those things. Here I'm talking about the segment who are looking at investing in property for end use. You have excess money, you can please go ahead and invest. But if you're looking at end use, you're looking at a decent property where you can invest, make some appreciation, and look at moving to another, investing in something big at a later date. Make sure that transaction is safe without any legal disputes. And the best thing to do is go with a reputed builder. So this particular location, Neopolis, it's a no-brainer because it is going to have everything what a perfect location should have, right from hotels, malls, offices, everything. Okay, so I now leave the decision to you with reference to whether you should invest in Hyderabad Neopolis project or not. But for now, let's go ahead and watch what Claremont has to offer in Neopolis side. Hi, okay, I'm back with a small presentation which I made, which I thought would be helpful for you to understand the elevations and a couple of points which I wanted to discuss about and showcase about Neopolis layout as well. So let me start with the presentation. It's a small one. This is the front elevation of our project Neopolis, and this is Neopolis all about. This is, the earlier image was for Prestige Clairemont, our project, and this is the layout of Neopolis. Now I had, today in the morning, the road which I had taken was this one to come to our site, but I always talk about the trumpet flyover, that is this one. Once this particular flyover is operational, our site is over here. You will have this 150 feet road giving you access to this particular trumpet flyover, through which you can reach high-tech city in 15 minutes, airport in 30-35 minutes, and this basically is the outer ring road what you are seeing here. And all these land parcels which we are looking over here, the recent auctions which happened were over here, where my home has Nishada here, Prestige has one, Claremont, and we know Salarpia Satwa is going to come up with maybe a mixed development or complete residential. Raj Pushpa also will come up. So this area, apart from this section, I would say all these areas are SEZ lands. So this is going to have hotels, this is going to have office space, retail, and all these developments, because this one has got all these 150 feet roads which I was talking to you about. Now, Let's discuss few more points about this particular location, that is Neopolis. Now, Neopolis layout has an average elevation of 588 meters above the sea level. So this basically talks about the air quality because it is a very good height, and it is overlooking the lake, Himayat Lake, which has got like this 111 geo next to it. We spoke about 111 geo. These are like 1.5 lakh acres of land parcel where people cannot construct any houses. They can use like 0.5% of the total land parcel to build small houses or kind of farmhouses. That's it. They cannot use for any industrial purpose or any residential purpose. Hence, there will be a lot of greenery and open area around it. Now, this layout will have internal load pattern of 45 meters, which is 8-lane carriage, and 36 meters. So all the roads are going to be 36 and 45 meter roads, which I was talking about. Now, which will also be pedestrian friendly with utility ducts, storm water drain cycle tracks, pedestrian walkways, tree zone, and street light illumination, etc. So all these basic things are taken care of. Next, the layout will have a dedicated electrical power substation with underground cables for the layout. Now, basically, that will make sure you don't see these electrical lights, electrical wires, and all that hanging. The property will look very, very good. Basically, what I'm trying to highlight is we are going to have all the international standards, something which is not common for other roads in Hyderabad. This will be a very organized place. This layout will be 2 minutes drive from the proposed trumpet interchange or the outer ring road, which I just told you about a couple of minutes ago. Now, that will give you access to pretty much all the important locations in Hyderabad. Now, this layout is a lot of green spaces, public parks, which it talks about. Now, located at next to financial district. Basically, no one needs to give introduction to financial district in high-tech city because that's what Hyderabad is known for these days. And it's just 5 minutes from the new American consulate, which recently got inaugurated. Now, that's about Neopolis as such location, and as I said, there are multiple videos which talk about it. The most important point is Prestige Clairemont. Now, here, let me tell you, this particular project, Prestige Clairemont, this grand entrance, I love this part. Okay, this particular location, project that we have, it's coming up in 7.5 acres, 7.56 acres. Location is Neopolis. All put together, you have got 928 flats. There are like 4 towers that we are going to have, which are going to be G+33 and G+38. But when you look at the elevation, everything kind of looks like all the towers look at the same height. As I said, the reason being the ones with Tower 2 and Tower 3 have got a higher ceiling height. I'll come to that point at a later stage. Now, these are the grand lobbies that we are going to have for each tower. Now, what is good about Prestige Clairemont? Now, this project is located in the heart of the moving western corridor of Hyderabad, which I have told. Now, this is a very promising location surrounded with commercial hubs and excellent road connectivity. Wide road network and better civil infrastructure planning. It will be an extension for the financial district, which I told you about. Now, distance from key locations. Financial district, as I said, it's like just 5 minutes. Outer Ring Road, 2 minutes. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, 25, it takes 35 minutes depending on the speed that you opt for. High-tech city, 15 minutes. Once you get on the Outer Ring Road, you will directly be in front of IKEA in like 15 minutes. However, I'm referring to this thing once the trumpet flyover is operational. Now, schools, you have a lot of international schools, Fields Green, Global Edge, Rockwell, Future Kids, Kingston, Guardian, all these are close to and throughout the ring road, it's like hardly 15-20 minutes again. High-end hotels, Marriott Executive Apartments, Sheraton, Hyatt, Lemon Tree, that Lemon Tree comes in high-tech city again. Hospitals, you have Continental, AIG, Care, Sunshine. All these are prime hospitals. We've got Sunshine is, we also have KIMS. It was earlier Sunshine. Shopping and entertainment, in Orbit Mall, which comes in high-tech city. Princeton Mall, South City, Capital Mall. So what I'm trying to talk about this over here is basically you have an amazing social life when you opt for this location. IT parks, there's a long list. In fact, this itself will be having many IT companies which are going to be developed. So this is all about Claremont, location benefits, and what is there in the close vicinity. Let's come to the master plan. Now, as I said, this is going to have 4 towers. We consider this as tower 1, tower 2, tower 3 and tower 4. All these are going to have the towers over here are G plus 38 and these are G plus 33, which we told about. And all put together, you'll have 928 flats which are going to come up. Now, how we have done the planning is, this is going to be the main entrance and this is the road which is in front of the property. This is the elevation, this is the road and this will be the entry. So once you enter the property, all this is again the common amenities which are going to be there in the property. Where we're having tennis court, basketball court, pets area, skating rack, everything. The kids would love. Apart from that, this area that you are seeing, this is all vehicle-free podium. Even this is vehicle-free podium. So this is where the vehicles will be moving. Vehicle movement will be allowed, basically for the guests and the residents also who would like to, get into the basements. Talking about how we have done the planning, the project is going to have 2 basements and 4 levels of car parking, and that is when the next level you will have this particular floor where you will have a vehicle-free podium and all these amenities. So anyone who is coming to visit your place, this will be the entry point because this is the main road. You will have a tower 1 here, tower 2, tower 3 and tower 4. This would be the entry and they would be only using this area to enter and exit the property. Even this area, what we are showing here, the amenities is ground floor itself, but it will be dedicated for walking tracks, tennis court, whatever you can see, the basketball court, skating rings, pets corner, elders corner, sit out area. Then you have 4 levels of dedicated car parking, and then the 5th floor you will see this area where you will have this lavish pools, sit out areas. Now, by making sure that we have this dedicated approach passage, we are making sure that there is a lot of open area for kids to play. All this is completely vehicle-free zone, and this as well. So there's a lot of open area for kids to play. Even though it's like 7.56 acres, you will see a lot of kids. Very spacious, planned in such a way that there are a lot of common amenities which kids can enjoy. And with reference to planning of the towers also, it's done in such a way that you can say nearly all the flats are corner flats. Why I would say that? Because you see this particular wing that I'm referring to as one single tower, basically there are 10 flats per floor which you can see. But over here what we've done is, these 2 flats would be there only till ground till 13th floor. After 13th floor, these will not be 10 flats per floor. These will become 2 separate wings, which you are able to see here. This is wing 1 and this is wing 2. So there is 2 flats that we have got here. They will be stopped on the 13th floor, and from the 14th floor they won't be there. So this will become a separate wing and this will become a separate wing. These will not be interconnected. So even these flats are going to have very good ventilation. The same thing replicates to tower 4 as well. So this will be 10 flats per floor only till 13th floor. Same thing till 13th floor. Beyond 13, this will become separate and this will become separate. The lifts will take you to the respective floors, but won't have access. Till 13, you have access to the entire thing. Now these are tower 2 and tower 3, which are the premium towers because they have a higher ceiling height, which is 11 feet and will have bigger configurations. I won't get into the configurations and explaining the layouts and all. Reason being, it will take a lot of time. I would share the link where you can download the brochure. I will only talk about the USPs here. Now this is the clubhouse, which is G+3, and you name the facility, everything is there. And we have done so many projects in Hyderabad. You can definitely reach out to your friends. You can be rest assured. At this location, you name the facility, it will be there and the best quality ones. Now with reference to the clubhouse size, the clubhouse is 60,000 square feet to cater these 928 apartments. And talking about these areas, as I said, you have got, apart from the clubhouse, on the lower levels, these 2 towers, we have removed the flats on the lower floors to give you coffee shop and open areas, sit out areas, which I think I will be able to show you maybe in the next slide. These are few USPs. Now I would not talk also on these basic things like 100% power backup, multi-water drinking connections, because all these things are by default, which will be there for our properties. I will just try to highlight few points which might be missed while you're going through the brochure. So starting with the first one is, even the smallest configuration that we have has got 2 balconies. The view is something which is really good in our project, hence we made sure customer like balconies, hence we have given 2 balconies. So even the smallest configuration has got 2 balconies, and these are all decent sized bedrooms that are there. Roughly the smallest configuration will be around 2000 square feet. Next one, which I was referring to, the bigger configuration, the 4-bedroom flats that we have in Tower 2 and Tower 3 have got a ceiling height of 11 feet. The other 2 towers, Tower 1 and Tower 4, would have 9.6 feet, 9.5 feet. Next point, which is good. I was talking about these 2, this is the entire thing is Tower 1, what you are seeing here, but they have become 2 wings. You can see till 13th floor you have flats in the center as well, but after 13th we have removed, and here we have actually given an observatory hall. So these have become corner flats, these 2 which I was talking about. So this is also a USP where we are giving a sky lobby in Tower 1 and Tower 4. This is how we are planning to do the vehicle-free podium area, that is the ground floor where you have the clubhouse. So this is the picture in front of the clubhouse, and these are the lobbies that are going to be there. Now, okay. This was about the amenities and the unique selling points, and these are the configurations that we have. The smallest one starting from 1988 square feet, and the top one going up to 4060 square feet. We have opened Tower 1 recently where we have a decent inventory. As I said, we actually had opened Tower 4 and Tower 3 earlier, where we have pretty much Tower 4 is completely sold out. Tower 3 I think hardly 10% is left. Tower 1 is what we have recently opened, and Tower 2 is not open for sale yet, which we want to do once the marketing office and all that is ready. Now that's the reason I was saying only 45% sold, or else if you would have opened the remaining towers, maybe you would have got even better response. However, at this particular point, the intention of me making this presentation was to help you understand these basic points which are there. I hope I was able to cover a few unique points which are there for our project and you like it. I don't want to get in depth because it will take a lot of time and you might not enjoy the video. So please download the brochure. I will share the link for our official website. You can download the brochure, go through all the floor plans, and if you like, please do call us. We will explain more details, like we will talk about all other basic things that you also get which are not covered in this presentation. So I hope this video was helpful, and request you to let us know and share this video to help us reach out to more of your friends. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Cheers.